Something happened over the weekend that demands a response from your liberty-loving Latino. I'm certain that I won't be the only opinion host to address this problem throughout the course of the evening. It concerns the unconstitutional and illegal, I believe, vaccine mandates. Speaking up for ourselves because others don't know what the hell they're talking about. We refuse to let folks with an agenda define us. In tonight's preamble, the Salcedo Show was flooded with emails over the weekend. You were all responding to, in my opinion, deceptive headlines. The left-wing sites and even some right-of-center sites had their tongues wagging about how Newsmax, quote, was implementing a vaccine mandate. All these headlines had one thing in common. They were garbage. They were fake news. Anyone who's been paying attention knows that Newsmax did not implement a mandate. Anyone with a brain cell knows that Joe Biden, through an unlawful and unconstitutional mandate, through unelected bureaucrats in OSHA, screwed over Newsmax and countless other companies in these United States with a government mandate. Newsmax addressed this abuse of government over the weekend. A truthful headline stated, quote, Newsmax opposes vaccine mandates. Here's why, end quote. In the story, Newsmax reminded those who were duped by misleading headlines that it was Joe Biden's new OSHA rule, not Newsmax's new rule, that required businesses with 100 or more employees to have their employees vaccinated against the China virus. Businesses will be victimized by their own government by being forced to pay $14 grand per employee if that employee is unvaccinated. Newsmax called this move by the dictators in the Biden regime a, quote, dangerous overreach of federal power, end quote. Newsmax, as well as other patriotic businesses, are opposed to the American government exceeding its constitutional role in our lives. Newsmax reiterated this has no vaccine mandate here, nor does Newsmax require it for employment. Newsmax has notified staff that they will create an easy opt-out for any employee who does not want to be vaccinated. Newsmax announced it is going beyond the OSHA rule to provide free weekly testing at the company's premises. And they strongly proclaimed that no Newsmax employee will be forced to receive the vaccine or be fired for not receiving the vaccine. Those are the facts. Now, here's my opinion. Why would left-wing and right-wing information sources be so committed to getting it so wrong about Newsmax? Let's deal with the right-leaning sources first. For that, we go to the occupier of the Oval Office, Joe Biden.
I'm announcing that the Department of Labor is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated or show a negative test at least once a week. Some of the biggest companies are already requiring this. United Airlines, Disney, Tyson's Food, and even Fox News.
Now, the difference between Newsmax and Fox News policies on the China virus mandate is that Fox put the mandates on their people without the heavy hand of government forcing the issue. Newsmax had to be threatened with financial harm from our corrupt government, the Biden administration, before Newsmax even addressed mandates. And even then, Newsmax is doing all it can do to protect the liberties of Newsmax employees. Some friends of Fox may have seen the Biden vaccine mandate as a way to try to tell the conservative movement out there that, hey, look, Fox and Newsmax, well, they're just the same, aren't they? When in truth, they are very different in their approaches. The left-wing outlets' motivations are pretty clear. They fear the rise of news outlets that won't cave to socialist extremism of the American left. Part of the advantage of being a major media outlet is that you don't have to let others define you. Here on the Chris Salcedo Show, one of our guiding principles is that we refuse to let others define us because they often get it wrong or simply lie. We don't have to be silent about who we are, and we won't be. And that drives our enemies kind of crazy. And that makes me kind of happy.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.